Sammy, there are dog days of summer, brought to you by Lucy's Doggy Daycare and Spa. Looks like that one's smiling over there. Very cute. Upload your pictures on our Facebook page, facebook.com/news4sa. Mary Martini is joining us this morning from Central Market. They've got a great cooking school over there, and if you're looking to take classes, that is the place to do it. But this morning, we've got class for you on San Antonio Living. How are you, Mary?
Great.
Mary was just cracking eggs one-handedly.
Here you
I thought
go.
that was pretty impressive.
Here you go.
Can I try?
Sure.
What if something bad happens?
Okay.
Is there a technique?
Yes.
Okay, what is
crack
it?
it on a flat surface.
Oh, well,
if you crack it on the side of the bowl, you'll create more shards.
Oh.
And more chance that you'll have shell go in there.
Hey! Good
Perfect.
job. Very nice. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so apples are really in season right now. When you go to the grocery store, there's like 9 million varieties, and we've got one of each here for you.
Right. We're actually, the height of the season will be in about 2 weeks,
Okay.
but it's just coming in. We've got about 35 different varieties.
Oh, my goodness.
At the height of the season, we'll have about 50.
Okay, well, let me ask you some apple questions.
Okay.
What's the best apple to cook with?
It depends on what you like.
Okay.
Okay. I love
Sweet or tart?
Either one. I love the tarts.
Okay.
Because then you can add as much sugar to make it sweet if you want.
And green is usually tart, right?
I love, the green
Okay.
green tends to be a little tartar. I love the Granny Smith to cook with because it doesn't brown as quickly. You don't
Got
have
it.
to put it in, acidulated water.
Okay, so that's what we're using this morning, right?
That's what I'm going to use for this, but
Okay.
any of these varieties will work, okay? And I have some new favorites.
What do you have over there?
A Zestar is over here. This first
That's
one
a
is
new apple?
It's a new variety that, it's fairly new and it's so good. Actually, that's a Sweet Tango. That's one of
Okay.
my favorite, and then this is the Zestar.
And they're sweet and delicious?
Yes, then we have a Diva.
A Diva
Yes.
apple?
And then the Sweet Tango. That's
Okay.
actually, I love that.
Very nice.
There's an Eve apple. There's so
You're going to have to
many
do like
different-
apple tasting this
We
month.
could.
That would be fun. All right,
Yes.
well, get started. What are we making?
We're going to make French toast, a stuffed French toast. Okay, very simple. We've got our eggs, and if you could whisk those eggs.
All right, I can do that.
And while you do
Maybe.
that, okay,
Okay.
without breaking up too much, we're going to add a little bit of milk. Okay,
Just regular milk?
You could do half, half and half. You can do cream, you could do regular milk, or you could do some 2%.
Okay. And we do have the recipe for you. Take
Right.
a look at your screen. It's right there, so you can follow along at
Okay,
home or
so
print it up later.
We've got that going.
All right.
And then I've got some cubed bread.
What kind of bread?
I'm using a brioche, but use any bread that you have left over.
Does it have like
could
a
be-
sweet taste to it?
It does. It's made with a little bit of egg and a little bit of butter.
Okay.
So half of that, some of that's going to go on the bottom, okay?
Okay.
Oops. And then what we're going to do is top it with some cream cheese.
Ooh,
just put
okay.
those I cubed the cream cheese.
Okay.
And so just put
All
that
of it or half?
as much as you want.
Well, in that case, anytime you're having French toast, it's a sweet breakfast, so I'm going to
Right,
put all of that good
right.
stuff in there. Okay.
And this is great to do the day ahead.
Ooh, good for Thanksgiving.
Exactly. Perfect.
Okay.
Cubed apples.
And this is what Mary means by they don't turn brown right away, so if you're going to cut them beforehand, it's a good choice.
I cut these about 15 minutes ago, and they're
Okay.
still looking pretty good.
Okay, get on in there, apples. Okay.
Okay. And then the next thing we have is a little bit of sugar and a little bit of cinnamon.
Okay.
And I'm going to combine those two. Let me get my spoon. And I want you to just sprinkle this over the apples
All of it?
as much as you'd like.
Okay.
It's about 2 tablespoons of sugar and a tablespoon of
Okay.
cinnamon.
Is that good?
Perfect.
All right.
I'm going to flatten that down just a little
Give
bit.
it a little
for you.
smush.
And then we're going to add some more of the bread.
Okay.
Is going to go on top. And then on top of this is going to be that egg mixture.
Okay. So how many eggs do we use in our mixture?
I use 6 eggs and then a cup of milk.
The whole thing goes in?
Whole thing goes in.
Okay.
We're going to flatten that down so that all of the bread gets a little bit absorbed into the egg.
Okay.
We're going to put it in a 350-degree oven for about 30-35 minutes.
Okay.
You'll see that the eggs are nice and set. The apples will cook through. They're still going to be a little bit crisp. And when it comes out of the oven, we're going to sprinkle it with a little bit of powdered sugar.
Oh, wow.
And then you just dig into that, pour some maple syrup over it.
Okay, this would be perfect for Thanksgiving morning, Christmas. I'm already thinking holidays because I smelled cinnamon and all of a sudden I'm like, hey,
How
holidays.
about this Sunday morning?
Or this Sunday morning or tomorrow morning, whatever works, right?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so we just, oh, it's nice and crisp. Look inside, Nate. Oh, look at that. That cream cheese right in there. I need to go back in. Hold on. There we go. And you like to put it with a little maple syrup?
Pour a little maple syrup on that.
Hey, hey.
And
this is an easy way to make French toast. You don't have to stand over the stove.
And let the kids make it. I mean, the kids would love making this. If they wanted to put some blueberries in there, you could put some blueberries in addition to the apples, but the apples are nice and crisp. And is it good?
I'm going to do like a magic apple dance right now. That is so good. That's delicious, Mary.
Great.
Really good, guys. We've got the recipe for you on the website. And then, of course, if you are into cooking and this is something you want to learn a little bit more about, there's some great classes at Central Market. You guys put together some really good classes.
Right, and right now it's all about beer. We're getting ready for Oktoberfest, and it's all about beer right now.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
All right, here's the information for you. Central Market, centralmarket.com is the website. They're on Broadway, just north of the downtown area. And you can give them a call if you've got questions at 368-8600. Again, 368-8600. Well, coming up next, yesterday we talked about your LinkedIn page if you're a college student. This morning, we're talking about how to fix that page if you're a military veteran so that you can score a great job. We've got that coming up next. But first, it's time to play Who Am I? Here's your clues. I earned my degree after dropping out. My mother and sister are both named Gloria, and I was voted most likely to replace David Letterman. Who am I?